it's Karynjean. Hello and welcome back. As you can see, I have the Anne of Green Gables book out. My desk is a mess. I'm going to raise you up. Raise you up. Okay. I've decided to start on the Anne of Green Gables journal for my niece who just had the baby girl, who has all boys and had the baby girl. So I'm going to show you what's on my desk. And then I think we're going to dye some paper. So I have the Anne of Green Gables book. It has some color plates in it, right? I will use them. And yeah, I've also pulled out some, this is just regular weight single-sided scrapbook paper. These are all from the same paper pad. So I pulled those out. I have some fabric here. This is a scrap of fabric that I made. It's a beautiful fabric. Let's see if I can. I made a jumper for my daughter when she was a child. My daughter's 35, so that's like 30 years old. Here's some of this fabric. Here is some of this fabric, which is about 30 years old as well. I was going to a friend's wedding, my friend who I made the wedding dress for, and this is the fabric I made the bottom skirt of my dress for. And then, of course, there's this beautiful fabric, right? You've seen me do that in a journal. And now I have here, this is some pinkish, reddish, purple paper here. It doesn't really go with those fabrics. Here's more very pale dye. This is going to be the journal base. All right, I'm going to move the fabric just over here to the bin. Oh, and I also have this tissue paper, which I'm going to put in. I have, this is kind of reminding me of my, not sure if I'm going to use these, of the Jane Eyre journal I did. Very soft pinks and stuff like that. This is the base. I'm just moving this all out of my way right now because what I have, whoops, sorry, hold on a second. It fell. Ugh. Just stay over there. So I have some Distress Oxide picked raspberry spray here. And then this is just some spray that I've made out of my watercolors and stuff. And this is just a box. I don't know if I can get you up any higher. I'm going to use it as my spray box, right? Because usually I do this downstairs in the kitchen. I do have my apron on because I have been downstairs in the kitchen. I have a very... Oh, hardly see that at all. I have a very easy butter cookie recipe. Ooh. There we go. So I made, and I doubled it, so I made those this morning. I'm going to spray this, which is mainly water. Well, it's colored water, but it's, whoops, I don't want that. I want a mist to get the paper a little wet, to move that around. Let's see what happens. Yes, so I made a double batch of the cookies, and then I had leftover chocolate in the refrigerator that I made Buckeyes at Christmas time. So I dipped half of them and dipped half of the cookie in chocolate. So, so I don't know how well. Oh, you know what else we can put in there? Hold on. Let me go get some paper doilies. They are right over here. Right over here. Oh, goodness gracious. Paper doilies, paper doilies. Whoops. Here's one that's cut in half. It might be two. Let me see if it is two. So I'm going to put that down because that And then I'll do, well, let me use another piece of paper betwixt and between. So this can also give a little bit of and then this one is folded in half. I will unfold it. Just lay it right on top there. Ooh, see, that's awfully bright pink. Well, picked raspberry is bright pink, so it might be a little too bright for us. And this is obviously going to take some time to dry. I am not going to, I suppose I could stick it in the oven to dry it. This one I'm just going to squirt down with water. It's just a fine mist. Put that on top. And these also might be the complete wrong colors. Let's just do this here. That's pale. Okay. And for the other one, let's see if we can do that with it. And not really moving around much with that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put these away. I'll be right back. Okay, so this, we're just going to let that sit for a couple days probably. I don't think I'm going to put it downstairs. I pulled this out. This is the Stampin' Up paper, which I'm going to have to really investigate Stampin' Up because this is a double-sided, but it's thin because Stampin' Up is all for card making, so it's not heavy like some of the cardstock packs that we get at Michael's, right? This is thinner than that. And I was thinking the green, but this is also off-white. I thought the green might be nice. This is paper that I dyed. It's called Pear. I used my watercolors, and that's Pear. Close that. And then this is the green that I have, which might be too bright too. I'm going to move this aside. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that Jane Eyre journal. So, you know, why reinvent the wheel, right? Not necessary. I just want to see what I've done with this one. I'm going to lower it down. Lower you back down here. Oh, go up a little bit. And go back this way. Sorry, I know. Geez, Karynjean, you're making us seasick. Sorry. Okay. So, see, I have all these beautiful trims and stuff that I'll be able to use for this baby journal. Now, if my niece was a fan of Jane Eyre, I would just send her this one. And I'm not saying that she's not a fan of Jane Eyre. I'm sure she is. But Anna Green Gables, oh my gosh, Anna Green Gables, for all of us, me, her mother, and her, not my daughter. My daughter is a nudge. But I'm just looking at what papers I use. See, I did some coffee dyeing here. Coffee dye. And the reason why I'm thinking, and I use some wallpaper in there too. It's nice to visit old friends, isn't it? That's what it feels like. And this is a pocket, and no, it's not it's an envelope. Jane Eyre. And I used Book Page from Jane Eyre to do things here. This is very thin. It's very thin. So yeah, I use a lot of coffee dyed papers, and I can do that again. No, it's just an envelope. Pocket. Music page. Lots of pockets there. Sewing. I think I will put some sewing, do some stitching here. That's the board, a little file folder. Okay, well, like I said, it's nice to visit old friends. Envelope. Oh, isn't that fun? Paper. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I'm going to have to remember this. Going to have to make that again. And this is a flip out hinged pocket. This was what I knew I did it. This is Rachel was doing this. One of her weekly oh, that came up. Glue that down. One of her weekly challenges this year. The hinged the hinged pocket, right? Yeah. I know I've done it before. I'm just gonna there we go. Glue that down. Keep that out for just a moment as it dries. Look at this one. What fun. It's also wallpaper. I used a lot of wallpaper in this journal too. Envelope with a magnetic closure. It's holding it on there. That's the other envelope. Okay, well, like I said, it's nice to visit old friends. Let's see if we could put this back in here. It seems to be dry. Whoops. There we go. Okie dokie. Whoops. So, and the reason why I'm thinking having more cream colored paper is because the book page is cream color. Trying to tie this with me and my sausage fingers. There it goes. Okay, let me put this back and see what we got. So here's the book, right? Anna Green Gables. And I got it when I was up in Cape Cod. Now, I'm just going to gut the book too. I know, here we go. Didn't do such a great job. There's a bit of stick on this. I was having trouble with this earlier. With this blade, I mean. Come on. So it is, I don't know, I think it's February 15th. I don't know. Yeah, I think yesterday was Valentine's Day. My Eagles lost the Super Bowl. I am still depressed. I was nervous the entire game. I couldn't sit still. I was fidgeting. I was... the Kelsey brothers, they have a podcast out today. I haven't watched it yet. But obviously it was a very close game. The teams were well matched. They have got to do something about the turf on that field, though. Players are going to get seriously hurt on that field. When you gut a book, or not even gutting a book, but when you look at a book and you can find the signatures. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to stand up here and try to point out, although I'm sure you can all see it this way. Sorry, I'm trying to get it in the camera lens. You see how these here, it's like, you see the scallop there? Those are the signatures. All the pages aren't put in, laid flat, folded in half, and stuck in a book. That's not how it works. They break them off into smaller chunks and make signatures like so. And now my head's going to get in the way because, here, let me pull this back. You could see it better maybe here. Well, you can see how it's ribbed. So it's the day after Valentine's Day, and here in southeast central Pennsylvania, it's 60-odd degrees again outside. Not complaining. I have the windows open and stuff, and I'm actually a bit warm. I'm up here. I still have my apron on. The main reason why I still have my apron on is... hold on a second. Can't quite tell. I think it's there. It's because I don't have any pockets. The clothes I'm wearing, I don't have any pockets. And I love pockets. This is not an old book. See the glue. I think this is one signature. It seems to be one signature. Or maybe not. Let's take a look and see. Oh, it's the front of the book, no less. And dagnabbit, did I rip them all? These are all, hold on. Could be because it's the first signature. Okay, let's try. And the reason why I'm doing, I can just, pull the sheets out one by one, but if I can get like at the center of a signature where the pages are actually folded, like this is right here is the center of a signature. No, it's not. All right, I'm sure my head's in the way. Maybe these pages aren't folded. Maybe they're just single. No. Maybe they're just single sheets of paper glued in, which is possible. It actually looks like that's what it is. The reason, because, for instance, if this is where the papers were joined, I could cut this down and have this go in, right, as a page in the journal. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I might be able to melt this down with the heat gun, but dagnabbit. Well, it's easy for me to tell up top here where a signature is. This is a signature, and there. Oh, right where there are pictures. Interesting. That looks like, I can't tell. Oh, of course, this is the back of the book, so, oh, geez Louise. I don't have any strength left in my hands. Oh. Let's see what we got. Ah! Oof. All right. Let's see. This is the center, and it actually does look like these pages are joined. All right. The issue is, though, the glue. Oh, the issue is the glue. I don't know if this paper, whoops, will come out or not. Let's see if I can. Oh, let's see. I don't want to use the blade. Well, maybe I can use the back of the blade. See, this paper is solid right there, right there. And then there's a split. So even if I, nope. All right, put that, forgot to cover the Distress Oxide spray. Let me see if I can wiggle this out. No, not going to be able to. All right. I'm going to stop trying. I'm going to stop trying. I'm going to rip that. Oh, this is double-sided. Ah! And of course, I'm going to have to put all these pictures in the journal, and that's okay. I can trim them down and hinge them, right? I can hinge them to sew them in the journal, and then that just will be a page like that in the journal. Let's see if we have more pictures. Anyway, so this is this is what I'm doing. I think I want to do cream color, because these pages are cream color. I can cut those things out, the Marilla Cuthbert is surprised. Our favorite version of Anne of Green Gables is the one with Megan Follows, and Colleen Dewhurst, and the actor who plays Matthew, whose name I forget. That's our favorite. Now, to be honest, I have not yet watched the one with Martin Sheen. I absolutely adore Martin Sheen. I have not yet watched that version of Anne of Green Gables. I am going to have to watch our favorite version again. I think the director, producer, etc. Sullivan. I think his first name is Michael. Not sure. And where they filmed it up in Nova Scotia and Toronto. Absolutely beautiful. So, all right. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 color pictures, so we can hinge them when we sew them in. Perfect. And we have 2 black and white pictures, and there might be other pictures I'll have to go through and see. Look at that, like I could cut that out and put that on. All right, so, oh my gosh. Well, yes, Anne of Green Gables journal. Not quite sure as to the color paper. Now, see, this goes with this, the subdued. So the pink, these pinks are not going to go. See, look at that. Yeah, I like that. But they're a little bit too bright and not quite sure they're going to go. These greens are not going to go. These greens might go. Maybe these here, which are pale pink, barely pink at all. Yeah, this is when I was trying to eco dye papers, did not work. So these just came out really not nice looking, quite honestly. Okay, so I don't know. Like, maybe that needs a little doctrine. That's okay. If we get the palest of the pinks, we can let me just pull out a handful and see. And this stuff has been sitting on my desk for a few days because I didn't, and I still don't have a vision of the journal in my head, right? I don't, which is why I haven't sat down to do this yet, because I don't have a vision in my head. And like, I don't even know what I want to use to cover this with. This is, how big is this spine? Looks like a 2-inch spine. Just about 2 inches. We could do 3 signatures. It's 6 by 8.5. We could do 3 signatures. We're going to need to reinforce the spine. I could do a hidden spine. I don't feel like digging out the Tyvek. I'm going to have to cover this here with Tyvek. I can get another piece of cardboard just to reinforce this spine as well. Could do a hidden spine. Like I said, I don't know what I want to use to cover it with. Also, this is just regular weight paper. Now, see, these are very bright pinks and greens. This does not go with this. This does not go with this. Book page can go with it, I guess. I don't know, friends. I'm all in a tizzy. Well, maybe by the next time we gather, I will be more clear-headed as to my plans for this journal, because right now, this is real life, and this is me still not having an idea. But I think I'm going to have to take my cue from this and keep it muted. Still use that. And the fabrics, like I can cover an envelope like I did in that other journal. I use this to cover an envelope. It's pale pink, that's fine. I could use this to cover the outside of it. Maybe. And see, this is not a very big piece at all. I don't even know if I'll have enough if I've decided to use this to cover the inside covers with it. Don't think, maybe. There. And, okay, so I could do the inside covers with this. All right, we're starting. I'll do the inside covers with this. I can do the outside with this. Doesn't really scream baby girl though, does it? It's awfully fancy pants. But as for keeping it as just as the base, and then we could build up on it on the outside with lace or something, we could do that. All right, well, this is Karynjean from Ex Libris Crafts. Still trying to decide about this journal. Of course, I knew she was having a girl for months. I've done absolutely nothing. I was going to make her a baby quilt, but her mother crochets and her mother made her a baby quilt, so I am not going to make her a baby quilt. I mean, I can, but it's just, no, I'm not going to do that. This here, I noticed when I was editing a video, is a cute little thing of plants that can go in the recipe journal. See what the pictures are. Yeah, that we can put in the recipe journal, so I will not throw that away. Okay, well, you know, if you have any ideas, please let me know. Please let me know. You guys have seen my craft room a few times. You mostly see what I have. I'm just wondering if I have pink striped flannel. Oh, I do. I have a whole bunch of pink striped flannel. And I have the pink minky. Maybe I can cover it with the pink minky. I don't know. All right, well, this is Karynjean again from Ex Libris Crafts. Yeah, please drop your suggestions down below, because Anna Green Gables baby journal, right? What color should the pages be? This is our inspiration. This is the inspiration. So I'm not sure any of those are going to be used, although they are so pretty, but maybe not for this journal. All right, well, let your imaginations fly my way, please. Help me out. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you soon.